Hey everyone, good afternoon, good afternoon. So here we are, another day. I'm still feeling a little bit of a type of way from yesterday. Wow, did you see my screen freeze for a second? That polarity must be a bit off because I'm irritated. I'm sitting here thinking about my travels and the ministers I've came across my travels and the religious people. And you know, when I was traveling, people called me a devil worshiper, more or less, at one point, even though it wasn't true. But yet, because I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person, I'm like, okay, let me just see something. Let me ask you out there. Ask a Christian, a Catholic, whatever, anything. How long did it take God to make the world? 6. Oh, it took him 6 days? Yeah, you know what he did on the 7th? He chilled out. He rested. Oh, okay. What else do you know about that? That's it. That's what I know. That's what you know, or that's what you read. That's that's what the Bible says. All right. Well, let me ask you this. If you're going based on the Gregorian calendar, which we know is not accurate because the lunar alignment shows the real calendar. Let me ask you this. I'm going to break it down even further. How long is a minute in God time? Do you think it's the equivalent of what you think? Let me think about that. No, I'll answer that for you. No, 1 minute is the equivalent of 4.22 days. That's just 1 minute. 1 minute in our time is 4 days. But people call me the one who's wrong. All right. So they don't even have the correct months here. There's more than 12 months, but whatever. And then I'm like, okay, so you don't really know how long that 6 days really was. So you really don't know. Okay. So why do you celebrate Christmas? Well, because, that's when the Lord was born. Really? Was it? Was it really? No, it was not. It was closer to September. But I'm the one who doesn't know. Okay. Another thing about Florida that was very irritating when I was staying with the religious people. One night they stood around me, a whole bunch of them in the house, and they were praying over me and acting like I was a devil and saying, "Devil, get out of her," and all this stuff, right? And I'm sitting here going, okay. And because I had told these people that I was going to be speaking again, but on a bigger level to people, and I had something to say, a whole lot I would be saying when the time was right. And they told me I was a demon in me. They told me that was my ego. Okay. It was a demon entity. I was having delusions of grandeur. Okay. No, not okay, because that's not true. See, as people are slowly starting to see with the little 0.01% of what I know and share on Facebook, you can see I know what I'm talking about and where my heart and my soul and my actions are. I'm far from perfect. I am extremely flawed. All humans are. And I'm not judging these other people for not knowing. They claim to show they're self-approved, but their studies seem to be lacking. Yes, you need to have faith. Yes, you need this, but you need more than just faith and hope. You got to take some action. It's not magically going to appear in your head. You think you're going to, "Oh, Jesus, I'm going to pray to you right now. Drop all the knowledge in my head." No, Jesus is going to, or God's going to put the stuff in front of you so that you could do the study. See, God, he's always on time and he's never off. It's us who are not in the alignment. You're not synchronized right. Your polarity is off. Or it's just frustrating. I got called a demon. They told me I had visions of grandeur. I'm like, no. And they already knew I came from entertainment. But, so they knew that, I keep saying but you don't. Because I haven't said it yet. I'm frustrated, you guys. People who really are trying to get their lives right. Sometimes it looks ugly. The process is ugly. But it's necessary. Growth is necessary. Learning new things, plus knowing thyself. It's necessary. You got to put in the work. You don't want to be practicing. See, this is what I see happen sometimes too. People will pray and think everything is going to come to them and that they're automatically going to just know everything. No, those are called spirits and other entities. That's more operating within the demonic realms by opening yourself up to stuff that's not even of God. No, when I pray, what I pray is I say, God, will you please help me to be receptive to your will? God, can you please make me receptive to being able to, I put it that way. Because I know I don't need to ask him, God, will you please do this for me? Will you do that for me? No, I got to be able to see when he puts the signs in front of you. He'll put this stuff really in your path. So you have to be in alignment. You have to be in one accord. God is amazing. I love him so much. I ain't saying he's not real. I'm not trying to be a rebel telling ministers, you wrong. No, we're all learning together. And I'm not saying that those ministers don't love God, but I'm saying they have some areas of growth. Now, I am not saying I know everything, because I certainly do not, but I'm willing to admit that and learn along the way. Whereas some people, oh no, I know this. The Bible says it. Well, do you know the etymology of the Bible? Like for instance, people hear, be perfect. Do you know what perfect meant back then? No, because you haven't done the etymology. You haven't done the research. You don't know the translation from the original language with the original definition. And people think it doesn't make a difference. It makes a huge difference. If the English language is a spell-casting language and our Bible was written by Freemasons, what do you think? Tell me I'm wrong. Everyone else does.